Oh, howdy all, grab yourself a drink. It is time for some Path of Exile 2 discussion. Really quick one today. I wanted to talk about a little nasty that I found in-game. This was not found in the patch notes. This was found while actually playing a build that was based on something that was modified in the patch notes. So, welcome to the changes to Fireball as depicted in the patch notes. Fireball was getting an reworking more so than a buff, but I think in general it was probably going to be a better skill than it was. Well, the version of Fireball that actually exists in the game is quite a lot worse than what was in the patch notes. Have a look at these numbers. Just look at the top numbers. You don't need to get every single number here. 362 was the base projectile damage at gem level 20. That's the top number, and as always with fire skills, 2/3 of that is going to be the bottom number. Then after that we have the secondary projectiles. Hey, 606 damage at gem level 20. 362, 606. That's reasonably good numbers, hey? That's something you can work with. Well, let's have a look at what was data mined. Now, if data mining had been possible before the game went live, then this would have been something that would have been seen a couple of days ago and would have been raised with grinding your games, but it was only able to be data mined in the very, very last seconds before the league went live, and at that point, well, these are the numbers that are actually in the game. And here we've got 336 and 336. Not 360 then 600. 336 and 336. So this is something like 8% less damage than was originally promised on the base gem, and then it's something like 43% less damage on the additional bonus hit that you get in conjunction with infusions. This, as well as all the power outages I had, is probably why my league starter is underperforming expectations by a slight bit. Now, what happens, of course, when you do find you're doing less damage, is you then find yourself in a spot of bother where you have to take more hits from enemies, and therefore you have to cancel more of your spell casts, because, oh, I'm low on life or energy shield, whatever your primary defenses are, I can't stand my ground. So it's not just the 8% damage on the primary projectiles and the 43% on the secondary that you're losing, but you're also losing quite a number of your spell casts as well, because you're having to flee from things that you otherwise wouldn't have to flee from. Ultimately, this was a very, very nasty surprise, one that caught me completely blindsided. I would like to know what the purpose of this stealth nerf was. I don't think that the original version of Fireball prior to this nerf was going to be oppressively good. It was probably going to be worse than what Deadeye is at the moment, although it was probably going to be very solid and playable. Instead, we end up getting this, 336, and these are the actual numbers in game as well. It's not just that these are the data mine info. This is something I've gone and checked in game, or at least my version, which is far below level 20, actually does match up with the data mined information here, rather than matching up with what's in the patch notes. Again, these are meant to be the payoff for a fairly risky way of playing a caster. I'm someone that's all fine with nerfs when they're needed. This one wasn't, and I have no idea how it ended up making it into the patch. Gonna leave it there. May Varlobs have interesting results, and hopefully your league starter has gone better than mine. Hopefully you didn't also start Fireball.